everyone. Hope you've had a great week so far. For us, it's been quite eventful with the team traveling to other parts of the country to do stories. In this episode, how do you learn about ICT without the necessary tools? Imagine that. We also took a trip to the orthopedic center in the Eastern region where we learned about how the children enjoyed their playtime. And what distracts you from studying? Well, we spoke to some young people who are preparing to write their exams. You're watching News Generation. As always, you know that you can get interactive with us on social media. On Facebook is newsgenerationgh.com and on Twitter is newsgengh. Now to a very first story. The 2015 Basic Education Certificate exams is only 4 months away and candidates are seriously preparing for it. However, with so many new gadgets around, how do you deal with distractions when you have a few months to a crucial exam? We met 3 candidates who share their experiences with us.
For many students, the main distraction comes from smart gadgets. Many teenagers have phones. Others have computers and tablets which they use to do research, share information, play games and interact with friends online. 14-year-old Seto Amediku is one of them.
Something like the iPad, when I use it, most of the time I discuss questions with my friends on Facebook and Twitter. I'll just tweet it, then maybe they'll give replies to the answers. But the Facebook, I'll just send a question, then there'll be comments.
Roseanne Alimatu is also sitting for the BEC in 4 months. For Roseanne, her parents have stepped in to help her concentrate on her exams. Her smartphone and tablet have all been seized, yet there still remain another distraction.
Well, I have little brothers, so sometimes when I get home, they are watching the TV and then I'm tempted to watch it with them, but I'm able to overcome the temptation sometimes. She's taking my phone and my iPad and she's put off the Wi-Fi. You can't use the computer. Well, I can't use the computer because of BC. She said I have to let go of all the distractions till after the exam.
How do you feel about that?
I feel she's helping me because if I have them, I won't learn. I will use them all the time. So I feel she's really helping me.
This is Ore Kukwesin, who's also dealing with similar distractions.
Sometimes my family goes to watch TV whilst I'm learning, so it's a bit hard for me to concentrate. My attention is on the TV and on my books. And also sometimes my friends, they like to talk in certain groups. So I get the alerts on my phone and it's a bit of a distraction for me. So.
Apart from all these, there's an even greater distraction, Dumso.
Before it started, there were little power outages like once in a while. So I was able to learn a little more. But right now, I'm forced to use a torchlight and sometimes it's hard because torchlights are not really as bright as the ceiling, the fixed lights.
My dad doesn't really like it when I use lamps and other torches to read. So I have to stop learning when the light goes off. And I have to wake up the next day early to learn. But it's hard for me to wake up early. So sometimes I wake up and the alarm is ringing. So I just put stuff and sleep again. So it's a bit hard for me.
I used to sleep around 11 and wake up around 2, hoping that there's light so that I can learn more. But nowadays, when I get home, there's total darkness. And sometimes the generator doesn't work. So I have to minimize my learning time and sleep earlier so that when I wake up earlier, maybe there'll be light so that I can learn.
In spite of all this, these candidates are poised to make a mark.
I'm not that good in Ghanaian language, so I'm hoping I get a 1 so that I can get my first choice school.
I want to do well in every subject if possible. I have some subjects I'm not really doing well in, but then hopefully I'll be able to do something.
I want to get my school, my first choice school. I want to get that respect from my little brothers that, yes, their sister has written BEC, so they can also tell their friends that I have a big sister who is in secondary school and everything. I want, basically, yes, that's what I want my parents to be proud of me. I was able to let go of certain things, certain unnecessary things, and focus on my exam. And I passed with flying colors.
They are determined not to allow any interruptions to affect their grades.
Very interesting. What about you? What distracts you from the things that you have to do? Get onto our Facebook wall and tell us all of them. Weekends at the Orthopedic Training Center at Nsawam Adwajiri are the days when the children relax and have fun. This helps the healing process for children with physical disabilities. They also learn how to build their confidence and how to socialize.
The weekend fun at the Orthopedic Center has begun. The benefits of physical activity are well documented for all children, including those with physical disabilities. The center is the leading place for providing artificial limbs, known as prosthetics, and shoes for persons with physical deformities in Ghana and West Africa. The children here have physical disabilities involving the feet, legs, arms, necks, and spine. Many of them have called the center home for the best part of their lives. Sadly, some of these children were abandoned by their parents when they realized they had some deformities at birth.
It's not easy to take care of these children, but normally I'm used to them. For all these years I've been with them, so they are just like my children at home. So we are living here as home. We do everything like home. And so you have some difficult children. Like we're cool like this. He is very, very difficult, but I'm coping with him, and to me it's going on normal. I want to tell all parents in home that if you have a child with disability, don't abandon her. He or her have something special in their life. Everybody has special things, so they should keep them going. Normally, they should bring them here, and then they should come and visit them regularly, so that they feel at home. One day, they'll become big person in their life.
So weekends are times they take a break from the grueling task of rehabilitation. They pay little attention to their condition when they are playing. Riding bicycles, playing cards, and molding things with sand are some of the activities they enjoy doing. But there are arguments too. Physical activity has always been associated with psychological benefits in young people by improving their control over anxiety and depression, and can assist in the social development of young people by providing opportunities for self-expression, building self-confidence, social interaction, and integration. Physically active young people also adopt other healthy behavior and demonstrate a higher academic performance at school. Children with disabilities are, however, known to be more restricted in their participation, have lower levels of fitness, and have higher levels of obesity.
Mata dini ya soja mi pabra ni ya bola mi chumi ya brace ya dwe mi adem boni ya mofra mowe momblambe dia lewa something for no way momblambe sada dwa ai be for no way momblambe sabagja uya makume musafa midye inti blending kosia mimbe sawamba mewodadwa midye.
Then it was time for lunch.
That's a lot of fun the children have there. Now moving on to our next story. Youth unemployment levels in the country are very high, leading to socio-economic problems and a feeling of hopelessness. To help address this, Plan Netherlands, in conjunction with Plan Ghana, have introduced a project called We Create. The project is a lobby tool to create jobs for the youth in Ghana. the NGO met an advocacy group at Asesawa in the Eastern region to help identify the challenges faced in finding the right job after school.
From the Girls Making Media project, the Youth Budget Advocacy Group of Upper Manya is also a project I've benefited from, and then the Girls Football project. They've helped increase my confidence level because in line of the activities that are involved in all those projects, we talk to our peers, we talk to people, thereby in communities. So through that, my confidence level has been improved through those projects.
Abigail Tay is a pupils teacher at Asesawa, sharing her experience. She's one of the many youth in the Eastern region that has benefited from Plan Ghana projects. Abigail tells me the Recreate project has helped her to choose a career.
I've met people who I take as role models, who are journalists, what I want to become in the future. So I had the opportunity to share ideas with them, ask them how their profession is, and then prepare myself for that in the future.
The Recreate project is to be used as a lobbying tool to get funds from the district assemblies in selected communities to create jobs for the youth. Young people will have the opportunity to participate in a savings group as a starting point. Further training in entrepreneurship, marketing and life skills will be given. Some participants spoke to News Generation.
Well, I think it's a nice and a good project which will help us know how to choose our career and then the way for it, how to go about it in choosing our career. Well, I think it has given me the go ahead and then also helped me to think about what I want to do, how I would do it, and then how to plan to get to what I want to do.
I think if this project has enough fund, they can help me to further my education. Or sometimes, because when you made a critical observation in our country, a lot of people have completed the education that did not get an opportunity to work. So if this group really functions, I'm sure that it will help me to further my education so that I will achieve the aim that I wanted to achieve.
Marius Van Hoek, the youth coordinator at Plan Netherlands, believe this project will help reduce the unemployment rate in the country.
Today we met the Youth Budget Lobby Advocacy Group, and I asked them about the obstacles and the struggles of young people in finishing their education and also finding a job. So they wrote 2 stories that I can use together with students from the Netherlands to develop an interactive video. And this video will help us to make sure that policymakers in Ghana understand the problem and they were more likely to act and to invest in youth employment.
Victoria Mate is the facilitator of the Girl Power project in the East Achi municipality.
We are in a lot of programs. We have learning programs that involves education. We have livelihood. We have growing out healthy, that is health. We have girl power projects, girls football projects. Then we have support for institutions and other government agencies. We give scholarship to brilliant and needy children in the communities that we are working in. And then we support parents, especially mothers, with income generating activity like vocational skills. Currently, one is going on at East Achim district.
Plan Ghana is an NGO which seeks to help poor children to access education, health, food and protection. They work in 300 communities and about 28,379 children have benefited from their projects.
Some of you are used to computers and video games, so it may be hard to imagine an entire school learns ICT without ever seeing a computer. But that is the reality for children at ECG Basic School in the Pandai district.
It's just after break at the Evangelical Church of Ghana Basic School in the Pandai district, and it is time for ICT lessons in class 4. With no computer, the teacher tries to be innovative, but that doesn't make it easier.
Where do we see pictures actually? When you are with a computer, where do you see the pictures from? A, keyboard. B, mouse. C, monitor.
Yes.
It's wrong.
Sometimes he has to repeat things during a lesson.
Let's go to section B. That's where you perform poorly. Poor. Okay. Who can define a computer? Are you trying or you are defining? Okay, try. What is a computer?
Computer is an
electronic device, huh?
that
All I do here is theory. But I show them pictures to give them clear picture of the whole thing. It just like stories, I always tell them.
So we give them a practical ICT lesson.
What is it? Laptop computer.
It's the first time the children had seen a computer. So the teacher goes over his lesson, and this time they understand.
This whole board, huh? There's an engine inside, huh?
monitor, system unit, keyboard, mouse. I think the pictures in the laptop computer. I want a computer in my school. And if my teacher told me how to understand the laptop computer.
What they call a classroom is the shade of a tree because the school does not have enough classrooms. But those with classrooms are actually not better off.
I see many schools, they build them and they paint the school correctly. This school, see, under the school, they paint the school well. Maybe if I'm sitting learning, somebody will be walking, I will be hearing. I cannot learn well. Early in the morning, if I come to school, after closing, I will sit down, my uniform is dirty. And my socks and my standards, it will be dirty the way I don't want.
There's always some kind of distraction from the activities in other classes and vehicles which pass by frequently. During the dry season, the ground is extra dusty, but children have no choice, and even those sitting at desks are not spared. The children here also do not have lavatories and have to use the nearby bushes. This was a privately owned school until last year when the Ghana Education Service took over.
We are forced to be under the tree, and even you can also see that under trees class is always very dangerous because anything can happen. And they also tried giving us these hats. Now you can see one behind there. So we appeal to them to give us more hats so that they can be under. So I think the community really are taking that into consideration, but the resources is not there. We don't have any, maybe let's say, better structure, and then more teachers to take care of the children. So you see, sometimes it has become a challenge to the teachers to control children in a class. Since government has taken over this school, even if they are yet to do something, they have not, brought something into being. So we are looking forward for the government to also come out and then support the school fully.
So what's up with the ongoing AFCON tournament in Equatorial Guinea? Well, on Tuesday, the Black Stars raised the hopes of a lot of Ghanaians by, giving us some good show by beating South Africa, and now they're moving on to the next stage of the competition, which is the quarterfinal. Are you excited, or will our hopes be dashed?
I think they are going to win this African Cup of Nations because now we have an all-star team. Most of our players play abroad and they don't play in the local league. So I think that our team is good this year, and our coach too is a very good coach because he helped Chelsea go to the finals of the Champions League, and so I think that Ghana has a chance of winning this. Yeah, I think we are the best team.
I think they are going the extra mile. They are trying to apologize to us on what they did at the World Cup 2014. And I think they are going to bring the trophy home.
No, I think they are going to bring the cup home. At first, when they started, I thought like they wouldn't do well, but from yesterday's match, I think they are going to bring the cup home.
I think it was great, and I'm expecting a lot of things from them this year. I pray that they bring the cup home. And also, I think that the unity they are using to play the football is very great.
No, I think they are really doing well. I think maybe because they didn't perform too well in the World Cup, so they are trying to do their best in this AFCON. So they'll bring the cup home.
We will bring the cup home because we need to be positive. So we will bring it home because they are doing well.
Well, those were a lot of optimistic views on WhatsApp. Let's now take a look at other stories from Ghana and other parts of the world.
Government has received $934 million as revenue from the oil sector for the year 2014. The amount is $134 million more than the 2013 figure. The revenue came in the form of taxes from crude oil exported by Ghana and the Jubilee partners, corporate taxes, royalties and surface rentals. The figures were contained in the Petroleum Receipts and Distribution Report for last year. Compared to the 2013 figures, Ghana earned about $800 million as revenue from the oil sector. The Minister of Communications, Dr. Edward Omane-Boamah, says government has put in place measures to make SIM-box fraud business unattractive. Dr. Omane-Boamah said the introduction of the Interconnect Clearinghouse this year will help trace individuals who engage in the illegal business. His comment comes in the wake of the arrest of 6 persons involved in the illegal activity in Accra. The country has lost more than $33 million through the activities of SIM-box fraudsters alone. The Black Stars of Ghana booked a spot in the last 8 of the ongoing AFCON 2015 with a 2-1 victory over South Africa. 2 late goals by defender John Boy and Andre Dede Ayew ensured Ghana topped Group C despite an inferior goal difference against Algeria. South Africa took a shock lead in the 17th minute, courtesy a wonderful volley outside the 18-yard box. Ghana midfielder Anthony Annan has signed for German Division 2 side 1860 Munich on a 2-season contract as a free agent. Annan has been unveiled by the German club and he is expected to join their training camp in Spain. Annan joined the former Bundesliga Giants after ending his season spell with Finnish Giants HJK Helsinki, where he helped them to win the league title and FA Cup. One of Ghana's finest female actresses, Nana Ama McBrown, has alleged she has been poisoned twice while working on set. She noted, even though her job may look glamorous and fun, it has other life-threatening downsides. She pointed out the alleged poisonings resulted in her being admitted at the Comfort Anochi Teaching Hospital for 2 weeks without food. The Kumasi-born actress has spoken about her relatively difficult childhood and how she stumbled into acting. African Union Chief Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma has called on African leaders to join forces to tackle the growing threat of Islamist group Boko Haram in Nigeria. According to her, the spillover operations of the militant group in Cameroon and Chad are indications that no African state was safe. The AU chief sounded this caution in her address to African Union foreign ministers at the AU headquarters in Addis Ababa. New York City and other areas in the northeast US have shut down as winter storm Juno dumped as much as 36 inches of snow. An emergency has been declared in the states of New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and New Hampshire. Some 60 million people will be affected by the snowstorm. 6,500 flights in and out of airports along the East Coast were cancelled, as businesses and schools were also not spared. Former Cameroon captain Samuel Eto'o has joined Italian Serie A side Sampdoria, signing a deal with the club until 2018. Eto'o joined the Toffees on a free transfer in August 2014 and scored 4 goals in 20 appearances. He returns for a second spell in Italy, having joined Inter Milan in 2009, scoring 25 league goals.
When was the last time someone did something that moved you to tears? He's just 10 months old but showed strong emotions. Meet the 10-month-old whose laughter turned into tears. This is something that's been trending.
Mommy's gonna sing you a song. You want Mommy to sing a song, honey? Let me know how you feel about the song, okay? I don't want you to come round here no more. I beg you for mercy. You don't know how strong my weakness is, or how much it hurts me. 'Cause when you say it's over with her, I want to believe it's true. So I let you in, knowing tomorrow I'm gonna wake up missing you, wake up missing you, when the one you love's in love with someone else. I'm gonna wake up missing you, wake up missing you. Oh, you feel the pain in the song, eh, honey? Big tears. You crying? Oh, you crying, monkey.
And on that note, we end this episode of News Generation. My name is Benis Abubedu. Take care. Bye.